Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the 61st episode of the Flight Room TV. I'm your host for the night, Concourse P. You guys know my fellas. We got Remy Please in the building.
Ow.
C-Mo so far.
Yep.
And we should be getting joined by Paul Shack in a minute. But tonight we got a special guest. I want to introduce him real fast. He just had a breakthrough. Motivational speaker. Electronically, we're going to get into all that. The bird by the door. Here we go. CHAS DL. Welcome to the show, everybody.
I appreciate y'all.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hey, I like y'all the intro of that. That was kind of hard.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Motivation for the soul. You know, the bird by the door. Speak to us. What gave you the motivation to first of all come up with that title, and then the whole idea? Break down to the people your idea that you gave on this product.
Man, I've been wanting to write for a book for a minute, honestly, but I just had a hard time writing, to be truthful. But what's crazy thing is, I tell everybody this, it was really divine because everywhere I go, I would see this red bird. I kid you not. I'll go take my son to the park. I've been out of town. I go visit my mom. I go different places, and I keep seeing this red bird, this cardinal, and that shit. So I'm looking it up. I'm like, oh, what does this mean? And so it literally, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting out on my porch, and I just keep seeing the red bird come by my door, and then it just hit me. I say, all right, but the bird by the door. And then I started jotting down a few notes. And then after that, man, I was like, man, I want to take us to the studio and kind of, you know, do what was comfortable for me instead of trying to write hella paragraphs and, you know what I'm saying, just try to, you know, do what was comfortable for me. So that's how it came about, man. The bird by the door, and the most of my notes came from, you know, I was working with like a different clients because my clients would be like older, you know, OGs, old heads, if you would. You
right,
know?
elder people.
Yeah, just trying to get a start in whatever business or path they want to go in, and I tell them things, and sometimes some people will listen and some won't. They make excuses. And for me, I was like, all right, let me put my 2 cents in. And put it to the world so people can't say I didn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me, I like to just observe. I don't like to speak much, but you know that was just my 2 cents.
So
no, I totally. Oh, go ahead.
What was like the inception of like the whole idea of, you know, putting a book to like actual, like, you know, hip hop beats? Because like for real, it came off as 9 tracks. It came off like a EP, like, you know what I mean, like a debut EP, 9 solid tracks, you know, samples, soul shit. Like what was the inception? Like where did that come from?
Well, you know, a lot of it was just the history of me being in music with my bro, Young Sir. But then I heard Dame Dash, Culture Vulture. You know what I'm saying? So I always had kind of the idea in my head. Then when I heard Culture Vulture, I said, I like how they did that. Then let me just put my spin on it. And from what I know how people make music or artists make music, you know, going to joint, lay tracks. I said, let me do it that way, that format, so it'll be easy for people to digest, you know? So
yeah, it's definitely what I would say about it is it's definitely trendy. I could see other artists probably pick up on this because it kind of reminded me of a whole, just like Rez was saying, an EP, but it was like outros, you know, just motivation. You know how you get to speak, like those are always probably the most solid, powerful parts of a song sometimes, like the end, even of a project, the beginning of an end of a project. I wanted to ask, was that like the stimulation behind, you know, the project? Because I feel like a lot of your messages were stimulating. It would be positive affirmations, you know, even behind your story, you talk about your struggles and like the breakthroughs. Like, so, what made you want to open up to the world, the masses, to share, such a gift, man? Like,
Man,
it's hard. It's hard to be, it's hard for people to be as open in the world we live in today. And I felt like you let a lot of people in with like your messages. So speak to that a little bit.
My wife, for real, told me like when I was doing it, she was like, "Man, tell a little bit about your story because people don't know much about you." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I opened up a little bit, told you a little bit who my mom was. They still didn't give too much, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then shared a little bit of my struggles. So just to show people, yo, I can relate to you. Like I'm like seriously a living example of if you really switch your mindset, bro. This stuff can really make a difference. Like. You know what I'm saying? I'm a living example, like me not having a job, going through the struggle part, then getting back on my feet, figuring it out, and now really being an entrepreneur in this. Like I'm really a resource and living it. You know what I'm saying? So now I can really speak it. So that's where the motivation came. And with like the outros at the end of the tracks, it just came from this last season of Rap About Radio when some of my interviews or I was speaking to different, guests. The stories are the same with the breakthrough. We all had that doubt and that fear, but it's either you're going to face it or you're going to fold. You know what I'm saying? The ones that face it, those are the ones that break through that ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So I just put a little bit of outros of people who bear witness on the project as well. So yeah.
Definitely gave it a lot of character, man.
As you talked about what's up, about
what up, man?
Good to see you.
Yeah, always good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Shaq, you breaking up, Shaq?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, breaking up. Is it
nah,
nah,
a little bit.
Hold on. I mean, I'm gonna go back to it.
Yeah, it's a little echo. All right, but let me ask this question: like, as a motivational speaker, like, what motivates you to like, get up and do it, or practice what you preach on a day to day?
I mean, all right, when I go out and do speak, because when I say stuff, when I go on different interviews or even I'm doing my show and I say things, it's now I have to, like you said, really practice what I preach because I'm saying it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just really about the lifestyle for real. Like everything I do talk about is something I'm currently striving to, doing or I am doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's just the motivation. So when I go out there and say something on different platforms, I gotta be about what I say. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want people to look at, even like the youngins who do look at me, because people who do be watching me. So I really I don't want to be the one you could call, be like, oh, you fake, Nah, I'm really about what I speak about. You know what I'm saying? So that really be the motivation to go out and keep word bond. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah.
So in the process of making like the Bird by the Door, like was there a point in time where like you kind of like had epiphany, like something you said, like, because I know that stuff happens sometimes, like, so even like speaking on like this podcast, I'm just like, dang, like just working through that process, like you learned something about yourself.
Man, I mean, I learned what I learned about myself is just the action part, right? So all last year, because it took me like 4 or 5 sessions. It didn't even take me a lot to really knock it out, but I had it since last year, like this time last year, January last year, and it took me all the way November to December to actually go ahead in the studio and knock it out. So I learned that, about myself, how I can procrastinate and how I can get myself out of procrastination. You know what I'm saying? Just so I didn't have everything written, you know what I'm saying? It was more so hitting Jude up like, all right, man, I need to get in the studio, boom, boom. I had like a couple of tracks written down. And then once I started putting the music on it, it just naturally started flowing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it works. So for the most part, I just learned, man, in this whole process, man, manifestation is real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you really put action behind your thoughts and your ideas, you know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised how quick things can move. So now I just tell people to just start. And that was something, again, I had to practice what I preach. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling different clients, you know, to just move on their ideas, and then here I am on my aspect is sitting on the idea and slow moving my feet. You know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of just get myself out and actually started moving on the project or my ideas. But yeah, man, I learned a lot though. But a lot of it, man, for real, is just your truth, right? Anybody, y'all could go ahead and write for real, whatever y'all story, because it's y'all story. So me going through the ups and downs and actually creating, passive income and figuring out the little hacks to this stuff was my story. So it wasn't hard for me to kind of go in there and just say it, tell what I know. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, people can relate to it too. I thought that's why it was real cool. Like I was saying earlier, I didn't even know you were an electrician before. I feel like that's a trade too. You know what I'm saying? Like I was surprised. I'm like, wow, you was doing all that, man. Like that was because to be an apprentice, you basically soaking up all the knowledge, you giving up all your time. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the quote you said, building a house for another family like slavery. I'm like, yo, that's some real shit. I never thought about it like that either. Like if you're not building it for yourself and building it for somebody else, that's like slavery. I was like, damn, all right, that was deep. There's a lot of little lines in there you can dissect.
Right, I remember the first time I worked there, because I seen it was some years ago. You know what I'm saying? I seen my man, he started working there, and the next few weeks he got a new car, something like that. That's when I had to build. But I was like, damn, this man got a car. Let me see what this job talking about, man. I get there, it was hot and blazing sun, almost passed out. But I just remember the foreman. I remember the foreman being on top of the hill talking to all these construction workers. I'm like, bro, he don't know who this person is next to me. We just numbers. And I'm like, so working out there just literally felt like slavery. But so, I'm like, man, how can I take the time that I'm giving to him and put it into myself? Because I was already doing it, but I wasn't doing it full time. You know what I'm saying? I go there and then get off. I'm too tired to work on anything on myself. So you come to that crossroads too now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell anybody, you got a 9-to-5, that's cool. So make sure you take your check and put it towards yourself. But you're going to come to a crossroads to where it's like, all right, I got to either go full time into invest in myself, or I'm gonna be, working for this family I don't even know, who don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? And then me having a son changed the game too. You know what I'm saying? Because you living for somebody else, and you have somebody else that's watching you. So you want to set a good example for him. So it's just like go time for real.
Yeah, you're responsible now,
man. For real. So,
oh shit. You might have to bail from that. Yeah. All right, so I got another question. The production side of the audiobook. How did that process go as far as like who produced it? Like did you I mean, you said you wrote beforehand, but like the ad libs was pretty instrumental in that part. Like how did that did you take it home and then do the ad libs, or you just knocked it out all in,
Well, yeah, for the most part, all right. So what I did was the producer Dilly got a bumping or whatever. I brought beats from him. So I was listening to beats, and I brought beats exclusively for me that I like. I said, man, I like these joints. Then on my Mac, I was soft recording on GarageBand or whatnot. So I was soft recording there, like the ad lib was like my hook technically. You know what I'm saying? So when I come to the track, playing the map out, that's my, what I'm saying? That was my hook. So I'm just repeating it. And then when I go in the studio, I already got my ad libs. I knock the ad lib down first, and then after that, I'll go write a little bit of notes of what subject I want to talk on, and then I just go in from there. But I was going from studio back to my garage band to kind of soft record certain things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I found producers just online searching, you know what I'm saying? Like old school style, how we used to do, and find different random beats. And then I found this guy who was really good. And I was like, man, I'm gonna buy these beats, and and I just started formatting them accordingly.
Oh yeah, and salute to your engineer too, because whoever was doing that, it's hard to kind of keep that rhythm and just being on the same level as a beat. Talking, if you're an artist, you kind of know that. Like not performing, but just like speaking on the track, to have like those levels and stuff balanced like that was real good too. I thought that was
Judah on the beat, man. He really from this DMV era. He wanted like one of the little low key legends out here. He started with Wale and them and DJ Alizé, all them guys. You know what I'm saying? So you know
salute to him.
Yeah, he coached me through it because when I first got in, I was nervous. You know, I'm behind the scenes. I ain't used to being in the booth for real. And he kind of coached me through it, like, man, you got a voice for this. And he gave me confidence, and then I just went in there. And like I said, it took like only a few, 5 studio sessions for real.
And that's what I was gonna ask too, because like it's hard. Like it was well spoken. It's hard to be like a speaker. You might stumble over your words. You might get caught up in saying something. They call the things the fillers when you're saying and whatever. Just so like a lot. And I paid a lot of attention to that. It was like not even apparent really in there. So that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you? I don't even want to know the recording process, but like you said, you soft recording and everything. So you just basically memorized before you went in there, and you wanted like you knew the tempo and tone you wanted to present to the people pretty much before you got on the track. I
mean, yeah, I knew the tempo and tone. Like, so when I went in there, some part of it was a freestyle, but it was it wasn't as hard. Like I jot some notes down. So all right, so how I laid out the format was the same template I give everybody else. You want to identify who you are. Then after you identify your niche or your gift, you want to sit and plan and strategize around it. Then after that, you want to research, and then you get to manifesting or creating. So I kind of knew the template of where I wanted to go anyway, because I knew the process of how to create or build off an idea. You know what I'm saying? So again, I soft record. But going in there, man, again, you talk about research or strategizing the idea, it's natural. I bet your process on how to make something come about, right? So you ain't gonna get too many and fillers because you know your ish. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what for me. I get in there, I know what my process was outside of the music. So for me to go in there and talk, it wasn't too hard. It was just more so just getting in the spirit to talk. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, that was, if anything, that was probably the only thing we were trying to just get in the spirit or the mood to kind of, talk.
Y'all can hear.
It's still choppy.
Still, yeah.
I don't know.
All right,
unplug and replug.
Yeah, when you said spirit, right? One thing that stuck with me in the project, you said, I know y'all know it's a spiritual war going on. Like you was like, I know y'all know. So like we talk about that frequent on this podcast. So like what can you kind of go, in detail, but not too much in detail about that?
I mean, it's just like, all right, man, the world we living in now, I don't know, you see, especially with children now, how they attacking our black boys from every angle, with like the alphabet letters and just so much going on in the world with them forcing, trying to mandate people to, take that, and it's just so many. They come in so many angles. But when I say the spiritual war, it's almost like I'm saying pick a side. It's I didn't want to get too righteous, too spiritual, but I'm a spiritual person. I ain't want to get preachy. But at the end of the day, it's like good versus evil. What side you want? You on the righteous side, or you working for Satan? Like, there's no more in between now.
That's facts.
They in our face with it. You know what I'm saying? So, which side are you going to be on? You know what I'm saying? And whatever side you choose, you're going to be about it for real. But just know when you out here, with that having that mindset, it should help you move the earth a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to play chess a little bit better when you know that, all right, you know what I'm saying? This everything when I go out as a black male, especially, they're coming at us with everything they got, you know what I'm saying? Because it's about survival at this point for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean when I say it's a spiritual war, because it's these certain individuals in high places of law and government, judges, school education system.
We call them the elites. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you know what I'm
elites.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're everywhere and they're controlling, people's lives with different laws they're just passing and different things that's going on. So it's just like, man, open your eyes and realize what's going on out here because you could get left. Like it's really in real talk, people this past year, 2020, you seen it. People is getting left out here. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
man, this is probably the lowest frequency time we've been in, like, with the earth and like the shift, all that. And you're right, you can see it, man. It's literally zombies out here. It's people being controlled by TV. They don't even the outside influence don't help them.
Man,
Like I was saying, low frequency, everybody's so aggressive and violent, and negative. So it's like the energy is already too powerful on that end, that
man.
side of the spectrum. So you're right. You do gotta choose what you're gonna do because you're either gonna be subdued to that shit and become a part of that, or you're gonna reach higher. You know what I mean, and find that light. So
Yeah,
that's why.
and
Yeah,
then
go ahead.
everybody in between is the ones that you just going out here, lackadaisical. You not on your P's and Q's. Man, something gonna
Those are
happen.
the
You get left.
zombies. Yeah, those are the zombies. Those are robots. You know what I mean? They already kind of programmed. They ain't worried. It's just a daily thing for them. They're not reaching for anything, but they're not gonna cause any trouble. They're not gonna, be a ripple in the matrix for real. So you know what I mean? They the extras. They the background.
All right, so we got a listener question. How do you suggest someone protect their spirit in these times
Ooh,
specifically?
man. Prayer, bro. And people, it may sound cliche, but if you really ask yourself, when you was really down and out, down and bad, if you still here, some way along the line, you made it through that rough period, right? So prayer and faith, like faith is real big. I really believe that was really a crucial component that, like when I spoke on the book, that's what got me through. You know what I'm saying? Not giving up and really still believing that, God got his hands on me. And everybody should feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep your spirit protected, man. Just constantly prayer. And that's what, I don't want to keep rambling, but that's what the pandemic should have showed a lot of us when they shut the world down, per se. That was a chance, you know what I'm saying? That was a chance for us to get closer to in our readings, closer to God, more prayer, more meditation, and whatever you do.
Right.
That was your opportunity to kind of connect with, get your spirit aligned with, like you said, the light or God or whoever you believe in. But that's your chance to kind of get yourself grounded. Because again, if you go out here and you ain't got no faith, then anything they do present to you out here in the world, you'll fall for. You know what I'm saying? You'll fold. You know what I'm saying? So you want to protect your spirit, stay, a connection with God. Really pray. And then also, man, again, identify to continue to answer the question, identify who you are. You know what I'm saying? Tapping into what your gift is, because when you do that, that's when you get tunnel vision. Now you really can't see the distractions as much because you focused on the task at hand, which is whatever your purpose is, So yeah, I hope that answered the question.
So
No, I
like,
did, man.
so I peeped that you're selling this project for $33. Is there any significance with that number?
Man, I mean, that was I completed it on my birthday, the 26th of January, which is my 33rd year. And 33 represent the year of action. Like, what I'm saying? They call that the Jesus year, but
Right. Christ
yeah, that's the year of
spoke
action.
about that.
So, yeah, so ironically, I finished on my birthday. I went in the studio and finished like the last two tracks of the book. And I was like, man, shoot, 33. I turned 33 this year, man. This year action. I'm finally completing my ideas. Boom, $33. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came about.
Yeah. We speak to that number too. Like I said, Remy always points that out. 33 is just a powerful number that just within everything that's going on in society. Yeah, because we pay attention to the numbers, especially these current events that happen. It could be tragic or good. You're always going to see that 33. And we speak about NIP a lot. The Jesus year, and just and it's crazy, or not even crazy. It's real. You say that like how it was just a year of action, because I feel like even with his year and just the progress that was already coming along with it. That 33 is like so powerful. They had to shut that down before it could. Yeah, you know. So it makes a lot of sense. But worth the purchase, man. Worth the 33. Worth the 33.
Appreciate that,
yeah,
man.
you're gonna get more than that out of it. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah.
So
what's up, P Shaq? Oh, go ahead.
try it out, Shaq.
What's up, bro?
There you go.
Yeah, we good. He Gucci.
All right,
I
I'm
knew he
clear
was
out
Gucci.
here.
Yeah, I knew he was
Man,
good.
sorry about that, Chaz. How you doing, bro?
Good. What's going on, man? Good to see
Not
you.
much. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, proud, bro. And just wanted to let you know, Phil on this, but I really like the transition, like the ins and outs, from each verse to the next. And like he said, he started to speak over it and not rap over it. I kind of wanted to add that, train to do that. And did you ever like find yourself, trying to like write beat almost and stop yourself?
No, I ain't. No, I ain't. I'm good. I wasn't. I knew I wasn't a rapper, so you know what I'm saying. I don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying. But I mean, like I said, the only thing that was close to it was like the ad libs. You know what I'm saying, kind of doing like a little hook. You know what I'm saying, and that just came from back in the day. Even with these guys, I used to be record them. You know what I'm saying, and just record my brother. So I know the process of how to make music because I did used to, do hooks and stuff. But man, rapping, I'm good on that. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother skill.
Yeah, dog, that's what I was gonna say. Like that's a good niche for you. I think you found like the rhythm. Man. Yeah, like that's just a good, like I was saying, tone, rhythm, shit. That it was just perfect for real.
Hey, I'm gonna just say, like in the DMV, it's have for original. Can y'all hear me? I'm still choppy.
Yeah, it's like a delay.
A little bit.
Oh, it's like a delay. Yeah. All right, well let me get it out then. Like your uniqueness, right? So you like it for artists that want to follow that method, because I here in the DMV, kind of like speaking positivity over verbs and verses of like mental about mental health, and then in that life work you actually mentioned like the most important thing is mama. Can you talk about that a little bit and how that hit home?
That last part, life work. I mentioned what part in life work? Life work.
The most important thing is honoring your mom.
Oh man, yeah, man. Cause man, again, this pandemic again, I've seen a lot. So I saw a lot of people with failed marriages. I've seen a lot of people just it was just so many different relationships just falling apart, and it's like, man, the most important relationship you can have is with your mom. And even in the book, the scriptures say it was crazy because during Ramadan or whatever, we got we read our Quran during the month of Ramadan. But when you open it, it says honor your mother 3 times before it say dad. You know what I'm saying? Say honor your mother, honor your mother, honor your mother. So that stuck out to me. Like, I just wanted to reiterate that. Like, yeah, man, honor your mother because you only get one. So if it's that the one person that may get on your nerves, so what? That's just one person on this planet that's allowed to get on your nerve. You know what I'm saying? You just have to honor your mother. You know what I'm saying? Just one, you know what I'm saying?
Literally. One.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you have to because that, and then when you cross into marriage, it's a whole nother thing. Your mom and your wife, those 2 things God don't play about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you read that, it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And I have a great relationship with my mother, but I just wonder, I've seen people, daughters against their moms, sons going at it with their moms, and it's just like out of pocket to me. So I wanted to emphasize, like, yo, honor your mother because your days will be longer, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to irreliate that, or emphasize
that was a strong point. I like that. I like that point too. Even how you spoke about, your wife kind of helping you realize your potential and your goals and just being there, solid through everything that happened too. I could appreciate how you gave them praise on that. It was well done,
Yeah, because it's just facts. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the one that told me, because she told me, because women study you, and she told me through the years, you know what I'm saying, what she appreciated about me, that I'm selfless, like I always would. I think I would put people first, you know what I'm saying, put
Right.
other people first and their skills and their talents, because I like to be behind the scenes. But she was like, you got a gift. Stop hiding behind other people and different things and put yourself out there. And she kind of, like I said, she pushed that button that was in me. She put that fire under me, and it kind of helped me figure out what I was comfortable with. Because I had a hard time figuring out what my niche was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's why this was special to me, because I found something that was comfortable for me. So I could do this over and over and over without, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool. And I really appreciate her for helping me kind of navigate that part. Mm-hmm.
Do you got any projects coming up? You got anything down the line? Anything similar? Or?
Yeah. I man, people tell me I can't stop, so I'm about to start working on some more. I did a couple of features with some artists, you know what I'm saying? So whenever they release their projects, I did a couple of features. And now I'm really just happy on promoting this book, getting this right. I just, linked up with a PR person, so that's going to help a lot. And then after that, I'm trying to get back the Rap About Radio back out and kind of relaunch, do the events that I was doing and things of that nature. But I got to continue. I got to keep going. And then now, now it's just thinking about the theme. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like after this process and everything I'm about to go through from here is going to give me some more material to talk about, because that was the verb out of door was material that life lessons I was going through. So it helped me kind of get that out. So now I need more experiences and more things that's going to come across me that's going to help me, get the next project out. But I got more coming.
Yeah, so you were saying Rap About Radio, for people that don't know, like, can you give us like a summary of what exactly Rap About Radio is?
Yeah, Rap About Radio just a transition from Rap About TV. That's what I've been having for years, where I sit down with different guests that's different talent that was in the area and kind of highlight them. So now I just kind of took that the virtual space. So now I can connect with so many different entrepreneurs. But Rap About Radio, man, was special too this past season because the mental health thing was big, right? And I didn't want to go there because that wasn't my thing, mental health. Because my thing is like, man, get off your ass, stop making excuses, blah blah blah. But now, as I'm learning, mental health is really real. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as just saying get off your ass, but this past season was big because I'm talking to a lot of different entrepreneurs, and we're just discussing the pitfalls we go through before we level up. And so that's what Rap About Radio is, man. Just sitting down with different entrepreneurs and different talents across the spectrum, and kind of just digging in on the mental aspect on how this person leveled up to where they are now.
Okay.
Yeah. So you Spotify heavy, YouTube. Yeah, you can catch Rap About Radio. Mm-hmm.
Can you name drop any like guest features, whoever was on, Rap About TV?
Man, I had the one y'all heard on the book was my uncle, for real, Minister Arf. He's the general counsel for the Nation of Islam, and the Farrakhan, his lawyer. So that's my guy. I had I don't want to forget names, man. I had so many people. I had Novi Brown from BT Sisters. I had my man Malcolm from Urban X TV. Oh man, I got so many people. I don't forget so many names.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can check it out for real. Where can they catch up at?
Check it out. Yeah, I just don't want. It's slipping my names, but I had some good people, man, that's really doing stuff in their industry, and man, the funny thing is, like I said, the stories are kind of all similar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different, but at one point the similarities is revealing. And again, it's right before that mental breakthrough, that level up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely again, check it out, man. I got some big names on there and people that's really about what they're about in their respective industry, man. Check it out for real.
Where can the people check it out at? What's the link?
Yeah, just go to you can really go to www.chasdl.com and you'll find it on the site. You scroll down the site, you can go to Spotify. It's called The Mental Breakthrough, you know, and you can check it out there and you get it on Spotify or whatnot. And yeah, man, check me out on there for real. It should help and bring value. That's the goal.
For sure.
IP, you want to hit them with the rapid fire?
Yeah, man, we do a rapid fire segment where we just answer, or we ask you questions. You're just going to answer with one or the other, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
So we'll start it out. We're going to keep.
Oh, you want to mute on me?
Okay. My bad, man. So we're gonna keep the theme DMV friendly to start it off, but we ask you questions. You know, is rapid fire questions pretty much one or the other. So I'm gonna fire a few off at you. Yeah. All right, man. Mambo sauce on everything or on the side?
On the side.
Okay. Vacay, Cali or Miami?
Ooh. All right, man. I love Cali, right? I love Cali. Cali was an experience. but I'm gonna go with Miami. Miami. I think Cali got too many earthquakes and fires, man. I feel like in the movies, you know how the movie San Andreas. I feel like that's coming
reasonable.
Miami's a place to build more memories anyway. I feel like though it's just like it's a whole different culture, exotic. Man, you just feel Miami more than Cali.
Man, Cali is lovely, but at some point, in certain times though, it gets like a dark cloud over Cali. You know?
Yeah, I just feel like it's all business with Cali though. It's always business.
But before your next one, I would say this though: with an East Coast mindset, you can get it in Cali.
Yeah.
You can get it out there.
Hell yeah. Okay, here we go. We're gonna keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Raw papers or Dutchess?
You got to do the raws or put in your teeth.
There you go. I was actually gonna get to that. So THC or CBD?
All the above.
Both. Exactly.
Yeah, they both benefit. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, here's a couple of quick questions, right? Okay, in my downtime, I blank.
Damn, in my downtime, I damn, man. And in my downtime, I research. Real talk, I research.
Okay.
I'll do, but I'll YouTube research stuff and different things, and yeah, I like to do that when I'm chilling.
Okay.
Yes,
And here we go. This the last one right here. The DMV music scene. What would you like to see more out of it?
Ooh, man, I would like to see, man. Some folks will get mad at me for saying it, but I would like to see just more unity. Like it's unity happening. It is there. Like it's just certain circles. It's sections of unity. You know what I'm saying?
Like
but I would like a more of a united, cohesive unity with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or more platforms. I would more platforms to kind of highlight the talent. Yeah.
I got a bonus question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What are 3 pieces of advice you would give to the youth?
Three pieces.
Just 3. Keep it 3.
If you got one, just give us one.
Be you. Have faith. And have no fear.
Okay, that's what's
sweet. Short and sweet.
Yep.
Exactly. 3 piece.
Yep.
That's it.
Shit, I'd have had y'all here for 10 minutes trying to figure that out.
More. If you want more, we got more for you. Hey, so what's your favorite book?
Message to the Black Man. Seriously.
Okay. We were just talking about that.
Somebody was talking. Yeah, we were just talking about it. Yep.
We just talked about that. And this is a good one too. I actually want to know this too, man. Like, So, who do you admire? Who would you say you admire? Because you got, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people are about to be looking to you. They can pull some strength from you. So where do you pull that from? Like who you admire, man?
Like I said in the book, man, my highest example is the minister. You know, Arnold Minister was right. So that's my highest example or standard. You know what I'm saying? So everybody under there, you know, falls under him, but he's the peak. You know what I'm saying? So if I could strive to be just half the man he is, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm not mad at that, man. That was a great answer.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is CHAS DL right here, man. Great guest. Episode 61, like we said. We're gonna keep it going, but CHAS, go ahead, shout out your links, man. Let them know where they can find you. Anybody you wanna holler at?
Everything, man. Everything CHAS DL. You Google me or just chasdl.com. You find everything. I'm on social media, CHAS DL, all platforms. Holler at me, hit me up. It don't matter. I'm open to network and just get some work in, man. To the artists, I am now doing features for for the artists. Some artists was liking what I was doing, so I'm doing features for them now. Yeah, get at me though, man. CHAS DL, holler at me. Reach out to me.
No, definitely worth it, people. Motivation for the soul. The bird by the door. CHAS DL. Thank you for coming on, man. We really appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
We're worth the listen, y'all. Go ahead and get it. Worth the listen.
Yeah, I appreciate that, though. Real talk, man. Real talk.
Yeah, man.
Welcome anytime. Welcome anytime.
Come on, definitely, man. Y'all be talking about some stuff now. Yeah, don't be shy. I'm here.
Nah, we got you, man. We'll have you on a repeat episode or something. We gonna go deeper, pause, but we gonna go, really touch on and you be a great influence, a great addition to that. So we'll definitely reach out, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm here.
All right, bro. Stay safe.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Good seeing y'all, man. Real talk.
Good seeing you.
We talk soon.
Come on back.
Yeah, that was nice right there.
Yeah, man. I don't think I seen CHAS since like we went to Palm Beach. We took that damn bus ride. I'll set up that damn bus ride from Maryland.
Yeah,
to Palm Beach,
movie for real. Like that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's a movie, dog.
It's so many. Is that when we saw like that dead body in Jacksonville? Was that trip?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it.
Literally. Yeah. And they were just.
Oh no. I think that was the year after. That was the year after.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just we got definitely experiences, man. The nights and everything. Oh man. But let's get it. We'll get into a couple of questions. So this weekend, it was Juneteenth just passed. Oh yeah, and happy belated Father's Day to everybody too.
Thank you.
Same weekend. Yeah, it was an eventful weekend, honestly.
Happy Father's Day to y'all. Happy Father's Day to the papas.
So Juneteenth, yeah. Juneteenth becoming a holiday or a federal national holiday. What are your thoughts on that? Because there's been people aware of the culture, in tune with everything that's been going on for however long, decades, and it's just now being passed that this is a federal holiday. We celebrate it under wraps and everything else, but what are your thoughts on them making it a national? You know what I mean? Pretty much hyping it up and making it a thing now. It's damn near a paid holiday.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I had to motherfucking work, so fuck that. So fuck you. I had to work. I had to work Friday and Monday.
I did too.
God damn it. So, we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah, they got work.
But that's how I feel about it right about now. But yeah, no, I mean, y'all already know. It's I think everybody know. It's like some. Just here, you know what I'm saying? We'll give you this. You asking for this, but here, take this. Just take this. Shut up and take this. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like bonus points though. At this point, you know what I mean? It's bonus points for them. They're kind of like a pin on the jacket and shit. I feel like they're doing that to. Of course, it's a political thing because this should have been. And what's so crazy, I thought about it too. my people always celebrate Juneteenth. I forgot it wasn't a holiday. So it's almost like if you're
Right.
in tune with the culture and it's already instilled in you, you didn't even need all this shit. I just feel like it's bringing
Exactly.
attention to those, who didn't know about it, which is
You didn't give me
cool.
no extra day. Y'all giving somebody said y'all give it better not be no white people off on that day. No white person better not have a day off.
Shoot, man, they starting to go crazy, man. I saw like the LGBT community. They charging a fee or whatever for people, like reparations fee for people to come in on like they pride shit, like just crazy
Oh
stuff. I think that was in
shit.
Cali somewhere, but I'm just like everybody. But that's what it is. Everybody's starting to get separated and segregated in this shit too. So I don't kind of like identifying with the race and just gender. It's like almost breaking us up. Pushing us apart. Like you got to pick a side almost. But still, like I said, it wasn't anything new. I feel like they were just doing that for the bonus points. The people that aren't educated on Juneteenth, I do appreciate that because now it's like in the forefront and people can do their research and see how disgusting some of these white people were
You should
back in
know.
the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trump was talking shit about Juneteenth when he was the president.
he sure
was like,
was.
apparently, there's a
Yeah,
black holiday. Allegedly.
And that's one thing about him. That motherfucker just kept it. He had no filter, dog. I don't even think that much.
He had no cap.
Like you heard it
No
first.
cap.
Like PR could not save that man. Nobody can save that motherfucker.
I ain't got no problem with it. It's just I don't appreciate like how everything now is just made of like, everything's like pageantry. You know what I'm saying? They just like it has to be such like a big deal. Like y'all was not like 4, 5, 10 years ago. I mean, people's the needle was still on the pulse and shit, but y'all wasn't, this, I don't know, devoted to like people's feelings. So like what's changing? Like they're literally using like shit like this for political leverage over people. So that's why I don't.
I think that might just be for like black shit, like shit that has to do with black people or whatever. Because like like it was like when they signed the little shit in the it's a holiday or whatever. They had the whole pageantry or whatever. I'm trying to remember if there was any type of pageantry with that whole the Asian bill that they signed. I don't remember seeing a whole bunch of people gathered around and all that other shit. I think they just got the business and signed the shit in the law. And you know what I'm saying? Let's just get this thing done. Let's get this thing done. But
like, what time is it? Is it 5 yet? Jeez.
Yeah,
they got that right out the way, dog.
And
for real.
this is the first new federal holiday since MLK Day in 1983. So
new federal holiday commemorating the slavery in U.S.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just not down with the. I mean, if you gonna do it. You ain't do nothing for Tulsa, all that. But it's like, I don't know, like how many times are we going to, I know you got to know where you come from, but like, why do we keep like, why are we so attached with the pain? You know what I'm saying?
And that too. That's what I don't like about it. Like being reminded of the trauma.
Can you like truly progress, if you always, looking in your rear view, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course it should be thought about.
I was gonna say I don't think it's that folks is always looking in the rear view. I think the major issue is that it's not really like, I don't think it's really been acknowledged outside of learning some shit about slavery in your history in your history class or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's everybody else, like they say, everybody else done got their reparations for whatever, whether it's the Indians, the Asians, you know what I'm saying? I think it's I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like just the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just the disrespect of the it not being acknowledged. And of course, like I said, everybody else get their reparations. Everybody else is worthy enough to get whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we paying countries to this day that we have nothing to do. We have nothing to do with them being war torn or none of that shit. But we sending the aid over that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We sending the aid over
can't
that
take care of
joint.
home.
And you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know.
And that's like one of those
I
things.
digress.
Yeah. No, you should be able to. Now you can express yourself, but I think the only thing I had a dislike for is like how people celebrate these little ass. Like this is nothing, and I hate how people just
There's nothing in the sense of what though, like in the sense of like,
or I don't want to say. I mean, acknowledging the holiday, that's already been in rotation for however many years. I don't want to say nothing because it's not nothing to people because it's an important day for people. For us, it was a breakthrough. But what I'm saying is like, if you look at our history, our makeup, man, that's just one little instrument that we had to go through to even get to where we are right now. I don't like celebrating past trauma and like bullshit though.
Right, that's why I don't even like watching the movies, all that
I
stuff.
can't watch it. If I watch a slave movie,
you ain't trying to watch 12 Years a Slave
movie, any of that, dog, the next day I will have to ground myself and I'll quarantine myself because if I go outside, it's so like any white person can trigger me and they don't even have to say anything crazy. I'm already on edge because of it.
And what the hell you looking
I
at?
seen. Yeah.
What the hell are you looking at?
Yeah. Didn't even say
Michael.
Like what we say. Like, that's what I mean. But it's just like that just like makes me more aggressive, dog. Just because it shows. I think about like what our people went through, like even family lineage, like all that.
I want to know
like,
what was the first slave movie or whatever that triggered you? What was the first slave movie that triggered
Homicide,
you?
dog. Homicide. I can even tell you the part is when they was on the ship. They were on the ship. Remember they were feeding them that slop. And like everybody was begging for that shit. I remember I was crying. I remember I was watching that movie crying. Like what? Like they're already chained up. It's raining and shit. They're on top of each other begging for some little ass grown man.
Yeah.
Like,
under the ship. Yeah, I remember that part.
When they were coming to America, actually. Yeah, remember they was throwing the people off the boat that was dying and shit. Like I was like, remember the lady she was on the edge. She was holding the baby.
They just chopped that whole chain, sent all of them down that jump.
Well, remember the lady that just committed suicide with the baby? Like I'm not even about to.
Yeah, just hopped off the ship.
Staring at her, like just felt that shit. That's what I mean.
We're not even about to do that.
Trauma. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a tough jump. I think my first joint was Rosewood. That was my first jump.
Oh, see, but they was getting back at motherfuckers on that one, so I couldn't be too mad on that.
So but it all started over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
All of it does.
I feel like if you take a step back and just look at like all the things that are in like the media, textbooks, everything that's presented to us, like you see like these movies, like why these movies are selected, like why is there no like Aboriginal type movie? Why is there no like Native American type? You know what I mean? Holiday
all about that too, dog.
Holiday like that. Why is there no?
I feel like it's
TV programs or holidays. Why do we have the shortest month? Like all of this shit seems deliberate. Right. So if it's deliberate like that, why are we, just sitting there and just taking everything, that they give us? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like how Chaz was saying, earlier. It's a legit warfare on your spirit. So
it is.
I think we gotta take these, these little gifts or one outs with a grain of salt. My opinion.
But I feel like we don't own shit. And speaking of Chaz, I was literally just watching an old ass interview of the Minister Farrakhan on the Donahue show. Like I don't know how. I watched that whole joint. I was like, what are y'all mad at? He's not saying no crazy shit. He's not saying that crazy. That crazy. And actually, there was one white lady at the end of the show. She was like, I don't disagree with nothing that he said, but I don't know, like 90% of them, 99.9%, everybody else was mad as shit. But there was one white lady that stood up and was like, I don't know, I do not disagree with nothing he said today.
But that's it's crazy. It's almost like it's propaganda for everybody though, because they be falling the same, that same shit as us. So like they're reacting because this is how they were taught. We're reacting to them because that's how we were taught. So we're always, pent against each other, and we're always going to be butting heads because that's just, the script as of right now.
Yeah. It's a script.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you got to go to college. That's what they call it, higher learning.
Yeah,
You
but even all right, so that goes to our next topic. This whole like critical race theory that they're teaching. Supposedly K through 12. So like, do you think this is beneficial? Like, if they're like constantly reminding kids, pretty much, this is the basis of propaganda and grade school and stuff. Do y'all think this is going to benefit people in the future, or you think this is just going to like steamroll to bigger problems?
But my question is, what are they actually saying? What are they actually saying with it? Are they just teaching people about slavery, or you know what I'm saying?
It's just like how, not slavery per se, just how racism in America, shouldn't be glossed over. But the thing is, like, the curriculum nowadays is pretty much whitewashed. So how are you going to ever break through that part?
I mean, and that's crazy, because I mean, like, when we were, if you ask me, and I'm thinking back to like when we were in grade school, whatever the fuck, I really honestly feel like it was glossed over back then. So what the hell are they teaching now? You know what I'm saying? If they're saying it's glossed over now, I'm pretty sure they had to change some shit, and they literally just trying to erase shit. That's what it sounded like to me. They're just trying to make it sound like change the word slave to worker or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm trying to find the exact definition. Of critical race theory.
A way of understanding how American racism has shaped public policy or a divisive. Okay, that's what they're saying. Is critical race theory a way of understanding how American racism has shaped public policy or a divisive discourse that pits people of color against white people? Liberals and conservatives are in sharp disagreements. So it sounds like basically one side want to teach about slavery and racism, and one side don't want to hear shit about that joint. They just want to say we all Americans, and that's it. Even though we still secretly don't fuck with y'all, and we be doing gerrymandering and all this other shit and whatever. You know what I'm saying? We do all this other shit. All this other underhanded shit.
Critical race theory is an academic concept that is more than 40 years old. The core idea is that racism is a social construct and that is not merely the product of an individual bias or prejudice, but also something embedded in legal systems and policies. Duh. But like,
okay. So that's a liberal theory. Okay, got it. Something that I agree with. Yeah. All right. But yeah, that's why they don't want to teach that shit in Texas and Florida and shit. Like, I get it. I get that. I get that.
There's some good comments. Joseph Graham. Oh, Joe, that's Polo right there. America loves to give us everything we didn't ask for. That's true.
Okay. America loves to give us everything we didn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they just want you to keep the whole lace your bootstraps up and get your ass get the shit figured. Damn, Phil. Phil just got killed by the lights.
I know. Give me a second.
Fucking lights just fell on this nigga. Yeah, wilding out today. Yeah,
but you don't think like people can get like too far with this like whole, I don't know, the displaying of this? Because I seen like a video like last week where like white people were like reenacting like the whole slave like trade and shit like that. They was walking.
Oh, we doing too much. We doing too much. We doing too much. We doing too much.
They was walking.
We doing too much. We doing too much. Like even so what was that, like a parade or some shit?
Yeah, it was like a pageantry.
We're doing too much. We're doing too much. We're doing too much. We're doing too much. I think there was like a article or something, I want to say a couple months ago or whatever, where they some school, they did some reenactment and they made the black kids be slaves and all this other shit or whatever the fuck. And it's like we're doing too much. That's doing too much. And it's the states that don't want to talk about the critical race theory that's doing all this extra shit. Like you have I don't understand why Virginia, they still reenacting and niggas still reenacting the Civil War and all this other shit. It's like, damn, yeah, the niggas lost. The niggas lost. Let's just keep it moving. But y'all don't want to talk about. Oh shit, what we got here? What if? What?
Wow.
What if?
They're really doing like a fucking. Are they Spanish?
Oh, the white folks. Oh,
Yeah.
he said, "Are they Spanish?"
That's crazy. I was talking about the
Y'all doing
slave
too much.
master. Yeah, the slave
They're
master
doing too much.
Spanish. He ain't
Oh,
black.
so what they got? So what the black folks is slave masters?
Yeah.
Right, they try to flip it.
Lord.
Lord.
Just like you said, that
Lord.
shit ain't necessary, man.
I get it, man. I get it. Come on, we don't got to do all that. We don't got to do all that. They don't want to. They don't want to see that shit. They don't.
Right.
I don't want to see that shit. They don't want to see that shit.
I know what gives them the inkling, like, oh yeah, hey, we should reenact some shit. I saw
The people that don't give a fuck about that don't want to see that shit. So why do they think that's going to change somebody's mind? I don't say that shit. Go ahead, Phil.
Did you see the shit that happened at IKEA? Well,
Oh, the chicken and watermelon for Juneteenth.
Oh my god! Had candy yams on there, mac and cheese for their food menu. You know how you would go to the little restaurant, especially for Juneteenth on Saturday, fried chicken and all this shit. Okay, so
if I worked for IKEA, I would have been mad as hell, but I would have been.
So they went on strike. And like they said the HR is all white. Like nobody black was in the HR to create this, like to sign off on this and everything. Yeah. That's why I was like, man, come on, dog. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, who would even think that was cool, though?
I'm telling you, I'd have been mad, but I would have been full. I would have been full.
You're stupid.
I would have been mad, but I would have been full. Motherfuckers.
Wow. Damn, them yams was like, see, you the problem.
All right, so
I'd have been talking shit and eating at the same time.
In IKEA.
All right, so moving on. There was a lecturer at Yale University, you know, prestigious Ivy League school. A Dr. Aruna, Lord forgive me, Kalinani, under fire for saying she fantasized about shooting white people in the head during a speech. Well, not during the speech; it was during a lecture. Yeah, I listened to it, but the thing is, like everything I try to find like the full audio because I want to really get the context of what she was saying. Yeah. Was it like
I seen it on YouTube?
Yeah, was it like you seen the full one? You seen the full one?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I listened to that.
I was trying, but you know, YouTube like filter stuff. So like the one that I seen, it was just like all like the sensationalized headlines. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I want.
You know, Fox ain't like that shit,
right? She's like, I want to shoot them with a revolver and bury their body and, you know, wipe the blood clean and stuff like that. Like all like those big headlines. So I didn't really like, was there a difference in like the full lecture versus like the headlines?
Yeah. And I listened to she had an interview with, I forgot the guy's name. His last name is Hill. He got fired from CNN. We're talking about the Israel and Palestine shit or whatever. Yeah, last name Hill. You know what I'm talking about? But talking about pro-Palestine, that's why he got fired or whatever. But he's a newscaster for like Black something television or whatever. But he did an interview of her, and so basically she was giving a speech or whatever whatever, but it was amongst other psychologists, and it was received totally differently.
Oh yeah,
amongst the psychologists, because that's what they do or whatever. It wasn't basically saying that I want to kill these white folks or whatever, but it was a speech basically saying how that part in particular was supposed to be about how people of color feel when they're trying to explain or tell white people how, like, you know, speaking about like critical race theory, how to explain critical race theory or whatever, and it's like you're fucking beating a dead horse or whatever, and That was her whole point of saying that Mark. She was like, I just want to. Sometimes I just want to. She wipe you. You know what I'm saying?
y'all
It
motherfuckers,
wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah, just off y'all and just wipe my hands, just and feel like I did the world a favor.
Yeah.
You know.
So
But
pretty much like the headlines was taking it out of context. If you're not,
yeah, it was taken out of
Oh, of
context.
course.
It was taken out of
Mhm.
context. Definitely taken out. I watched I listened to the whole speech too. Yeah, it's a little. If you find it on there, it's a little rough. It's a little rough. The one I was listening to anyway.
like the
But
quality of the audio.
yeah, the quality. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that I don't know. Just more. I don't know. Sensationalism, propaganda. This whole because I
Hmm.
mean she looks like I could be wrong, a Indian
Yeah.
woman. So this whole like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Asian.
believe she is.
So
Hmm.
this Asian, that's part of Asia and
Brown folks. She brown peoples.
right. So
Yeah, she brown. Yep.
they're gonna be use her to pin her against white people, vice versa. Like it's
Hmm.
always, an agenda with these type of headlines. So yeah, you gotta protect your spirit. You gotta read between the lines. Don't fall for the shit, man. Even though reading these headlines sound wild as shit. So
the way they just take like that little excerpt or whatever she was saying and quote it.
If you just take like these like headlines and insert
Right.
any ethnic group, like you like what? Someone said what?
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
What doctor is about to be going out here shooting motherfuckers in the head?
right. Why would you, and then put your name in front of that?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like professional suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens with
Yep.
that.
It'll be forgotten, swept under the rug for the next
She's
headline.
vanished. Yeah, she vanished. You already know that. She ain't got no job.
Yeah. Hopefully.
She teaching at community college.
She fucked up right now.
Yeah,
She
like,
looked rough. She looked fucked up in the video I seen her in.
Oh yeah,
she
like
looked
dark
fucked up.
eyes and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, hair was a little messy. I was like, God damn, she ain't got no clients no more.
Yep, already
She got no more clients. Damn.
Bro, that cancel culture, that shit happens so fast, like overnight, to where I bet you people can't even prep themselves for that type of fucking attack. The internet's a beast.
This should just remind me of like something that could have got swept under the rug during this whole Juneteenth like rollout. The announcement and stuff. During that weekend, there was supposed to be an emergency meeting with the CDC about post-vaccination heart inflammation, but it got knocked off
because of the holiday,
the docket, because they said this whole Juneteenth thing. So. Always try to sweep stuff under the rug.
Post-vaccination to heart.
Oh God, that's what I'm waiting for him to start. Yeah, that's that heart inflammation. Man, that's crazy.
There's a lot of stories like that coming out. If you
I know.
If you do the digging.
I saw the one that you had about the cruise liner.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
What about a cruise liner?
Wasn't that on CNN?
It was like it was supposed to be a cruise that everybody's supposed to be vaccinated, but people got sick on there, and then people was saying people lied about their vaccination status, but now I was like, who got sick? Oh, the people got vaccinated.
It was like 9 people too.
What's the difference?
Something crazy, yeah.
And then like the other day, like I probably read like the most propaganda headline on CNN that came through my phone. It was like something about like a Florida like government office where people got sick, and I got it right here.
The government office too? Wow.
Yeah. People got sick, but only vaccinated people were. I don't know. It was goofy, just the way they did.
Just some crock of shit.
People got sick, but vaccinated niggas was nothing. Yeah. They got all these new other strands coming out here and shit.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Exactly. I caught a cold the other day, man. I was like, God damn, I hope I don't got this shit.
No, it ain't
but I'm back. I'm good though. But I'm back.
You probably just need like some vitamins for real. So, when it be like stuff like that, a little cold and all that, you just need to like just boost your immune system real quick.
Get some sunlight too.
Yeah, get that. Yeah.
That's a big thing, because I know I be in the motherfucking house.
A coronavirus. A coronavirus outbreak hit Florida government building. 2 people are dead, but a vaccinated employee wasn't infected. Is that not the most propaganda headline you
that just sounds
ever
stupid.
read?
Yeah, that just sounds
Exactly.
stupid. That
And
just
who
sounds
died?
stupid.
I want to know
2
the
people
dead
are
people.
dead, but a vaccinated. Nigga, how many people work in this fucking big ass building that you're
Right.
showing me?
Exactly.
Hey,
3
hey,
2 people
were
are
only
dead.
infected.
but a
Yeah.
vaccinated person wasn't
1
infected.
Oh,
nigga
y'all better
was not
stop.
infected. Are y'all saying everybody else was infected or what? Y'all want me to read the story? What's
That's what
going
I'm
Oh, that
on?
saying.
happened yesterday too? Yeah, right.
Read between the lines, man. Read between the lines. Like, what are they trying to present to you? This is
2
obvious.
people are
Like,
dead and 4
they're trying to steer
of
your
their
ideas
co-workers
in a
were
certain direction.
hospitalized
Yeah.
after a COVID-19 something. Yeah, 2
That's
people are
crazy as
dead and
fuck.
4 of their co-workers are hospitalized.
I just
Well,
looked at this shit. I was like, come on, man. Cut
they
it.
got boost their immune systems, baby.
Nah, they gonna be start promoting a whole bunch of other shit in a minute.
Right. All right.
That's what I was
So,
gonna speak to too, like the pharmaceutical industry. That shit is like crazy, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, when the doctors and medical centers and college institutions that get all these government money, even like the Yale shit, they, Yale College
oh
of Medicine,
yeah,
all that stuff. You getting all this money, you're going to have to play ball because where that money come from? That's that's bribe money.
of
For the big
course,
boys.
blood money.
Yeah,
Money's
literally.
been in this. Yeah.
Pay to
Money's
play.
been
Pay to
around a
play.
long time. Yeah.
All right. So, with that said, are y'all out here ready to travel? Y'all got any hesitation? I know me and you ain't really worried about
I'm
that.
ready to motherfucking travel.
Nah, I ain't worried
I know
about none of
y'all
that.
single niggas ain't got no problems. I'm ready to motherfucking travel. I probably ain't gonna travel
Wow.
though till probably
What's it gonna take for you?
Labor Day. Labor Day.
Labor
We
Day. Okay.
already trying to plan something for the go to Puerto Rico.
What's holding you back?
This fucking shit.
It's gonna be any
Yeah.
different?
Mm,
You just said variants. You scared of
That
variants?
shit's gonna be
I
wide
know.
open.
I
Yeah.
know. It's like
It's gonna be wide open in PR.
it's too much. It's like is this shit real? Because you don't know is it real because it didn't affect me at all. It never affected me other than me having to work from home and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I caught a couple of colds or whatever. I catch a cold every motherfucking year. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's niggas just have
You'll
bad
be all
immune
right, man.
systems or you
Nah.
know what I'm saying.
You'll be all right. Honestly, like if you
All
take
these
care of
niggas.
yourself,
Oh,
you'll
you
be all
see all
right.
these niggas going to Miami every motherfucking week, acting a goddamn fool,
A fool. Hey,
twerking in
bro,
the
and that
street, getting
I ain't
snatched
gonna
up.
lie. Yeah, that shit was wide open when I was there. That shit was open. It
Maskless.
wasn't
Like,
no head.
I walked in shop.
Yeah.
I was in shoppers today without my mask. I was like, "Fuck y'all."
Mm.
That's how it
I
is.
went
That's how it's getting though.
Who gonna
I
check
went to
my
tank.
papers?
Yeah,
Right.
who's gonna check your papers? I
I
went to
ain't
tank.
got them.
Who gonna say something? Shit.
Mhm.
That's what it's about to be. It's like, man, nah, motherfuckers gonna be scrapping out here to see that.
Right, because like, who are you to even ask me? Like,
Mm-hmm. That's what's
you
that.
you want to see like my I
Yeah.
don't know like any other like medical record? You want to see my I don't know my my blood cell
Anything.
count? Yeah, like
Yeah.
why is that?
Mhm. They got them they little vaccine passports or whatever the fuck they is.
Yeah, they
But
come.
I went to Tank's wedding and shit. That was the first time I actually traveled in years, in like 2 years or whatever.
Y'all
So
flew?
like, yeah, we flew. We
Okay.
flew to North Carolina and shit.
How
Had the
was
mask
that?
on. It was that joint was nice, doc. I ain't never been to a wedding on a farm. It was like
Yeah.
they had like a
I've
big
heard good things.
ass river lake, whatever the fuck was in that. That joint was nice. That joint was nice.
Uh-huh. That's
You
what
see,
Matt was saying too.
niggas see like the farm weddings and shit on the internet or whatever the fuck, but that joint was dope. That joint was dope.
I,
That joint was
I
real
bet you they
nice.
save so much money too on doing that shit and having like all that space. That's really what it's about, is having all
Yeah,
that space.
probably. And
Yeah.
they was talking about they went to when I talked to them they was they're doing a honeymoon. First, they was going to Savannah, Georgia, and I think
Oh,
after that they were gonna go to Costa Rica or something.
oh
Costa
shit!
Rica or something.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, they living it up.
I ain't worried about traveling. I just travel, so I ain't worried about that shit. And I sat behind a bitch that was hacking the whole time. Like, if I don't get this shit, like I'm good. I probably got the antibodies and all that shit. But that's what I be saying. Like,
That's how I
why
feel.
people be so
Have you have you taken the antibody test?
I would like to.
Anybody?
I would like to, but like
Yeah, I need to
press
too.
people to take the vaccine. Like the antibodies probably stronger than having the vaccine.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. I don't want that shit.
but still,
I'm
hey, she
blind.
was hacking on the plane like that.
She was
Yeah, so much.
it was her and then like the person like not in the middle, but like on the end of her row hacking.
That's gross.
I was like, if I don't get it now, like I'm not gonna get it.
Motherfuckers,
Not gonna
motherfuckers was on that joint tight. Motherfuckers on that plane tight.
But coming back from Mexico, you got to get you got to show like the airport, concierge or whatever that you had a negative test to even board the plane. So
Okay.
Does it say like? Did they say like how many days you had that?
yeah,
I mean,
within like 72 hours or some shit like that, or 48 hours, something
shit.
like that. Yeah.
All right,
They
that
got
ain't
me doing
bad.
extra shit.
But that shit was like on every
Yeah.
corner, even if like we ain't staying like in a resort or anything. But I think like other people that I heard that stay in resort, they would have a certain place like a room or a banquet hall in the resort that would do the test. But
Oh,
that's
that's convenient.
just like around town and shit. That shit was on every corner. Like it was out there. Like you
Uh-huh.
So they got the rapid test.
yeah, you get
Pretty
anything.
much.
I wouldn't be surprised if you can pay for a negative result.
Oh, you can, dog. They were selling those.
Mexico, yeah, it's Mexico. So,
Yeah.
You can alter that joint.
Exactly. Oh, you got to get back. Yeah, let me come holler at me.
I got my shit. I can just change the date on that jump. Just change the date.
300 pesos get you in there.
Exactly, man.
Get you a negative
Mhm.
I know they got them. Know it.
Yes,
I got you, my friend.
But that's the thing. I think people just got like, cause like they had like those big baseball like turnouts when it first opened, like in I think it was like the Rangers or something, like 40,000 people, maxed out stadium.
Yeah.
Nothing came about of it.
Mhm.
Like no spikes in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Maryland had no, cause we about to open up for real. I think like Independence
This
Day.
weekend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What a coincidence! Independence Day, we opening up anyway. But
I got
Maryland said they didn't like report like some like we haven't been over like some threshold since like October 2020. So like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
exactly.
So,
Now I got for Father's Day, I got one of my gifts was some Steelers versus Ravens tickets. We were right behind them motherfuckers. Like we right on the right behind the bleacher, the stand or whatever.
yeah.
We on the bench and shit. I better not hear no shit. They better not give me no shit about having no vaccinated or no shit. They better.
But I'm
They better
telling you,
clear everybody else out.
This is just a phase. I honestly don't even think they're gonna care about that shit in like 2 months.
I don't think enough
at
people
all.
getting it because they're literally bribing us and they saying, "Oh, it's so available now. You don't have to, go through like these hula hoops." Like I was just hearing this
Right.
on the radio.
They're giving
It's like literally
giving shit out
come
too.
in here. You don't need no ID. We'll fucking stab your arm. Like go get this shit.
Yeah.
Go get this shit. Like they ain't.
We'll bother you real quick. Come on.
Yeah. Like we got these jumps are prepaid. Like we gotta get this shit off.
Right. That's what it is. They bought all the merch. Now they gotta sell the shit.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing.
They got
They're pushing a lot of other shit too. They're pushing a lot of other shit too. Cause I seen a commercial. They was talking about shingles vaccine and all this other shit or whatever the fuck. They try and push a lot of other shit too.
See, what is that shit? What is shingles? I don't even know what that is.
That shit's like a disease from like
Yeah, I think you get like blisters and shit on your face and whatever the fuck. Some fucked up shit.
That's some like
some nasty shit.
Back when like Huckleberry.
Oh, hey,
Huckleberry
speaking of
Finn
that,
and shit.
You said
Speaking
Huckleberry
of that-
friendship. I'll be
Did
your
you-
Huckleberry.
That is. Did you watch that dude Dave shit?
Yeah, I did.
Was that what he had on his back?
No, it wasn't though. I don't think it was just real bad back knee.
Oh, he said you talking about the Evil Dead?
Nah,
No,
Dave.
Oh, Dave. Oh.
Yeah,
Yo, that motherfucker! I love the way they write that show.
I know.
That shit's straight,
and it's so like honest.
That's why I
Yeah.
like it, because it's like reality. That's just like you be like, yo, this motherfucker is probably so like he's really like that though.
Right,
I know
he be going through
he's
it.
too smart for your own damn good. Talk too much, like get yourself in shit. I'm like, bruh, all you gotta do is be quiet.
Right.
That's it.
You get out your
He
own way.
fucked himself up. Yeah, but I like how like they do those like I guess it's reenactment scenes where shit be happening, but it don't really happen. Like connected. I love how they do that shit with his.
Shingles is a reactivation of chickenpox. Damn, I learned something today. So if you already had chickenpox, can you get it? That's what's wrong with
Good
kids.
question.
These kids these days ain't had no fucking chickenpox. That's what's wrong with them. I had chickenpox.
I don't remember. I might have had. I don't remember having it though.
I definitely had chickenpox. I gave it to my brother, and that nigga had
Oh,
chickenpox.
shit. You contagious, nigga.
That shit was super contagious. Talk about a disease, virus, whatever that shit was.
I got a new joint I'm watching. I just started it today on Apple. Lizzie's Story. Lizzie's Story is a Stephen King joint. This one is dope.
How much?
He got a lot of
productions.
productions.
Out. God damn.
Yeah. New
He got a
joint.
lot of productions.
And it's got good actors in that joint. You got your boy Clive Owen in that joint. From the
I fuck with him.
Children of Men.
Yeah, that joint. I'm trying. Is this is he British or what? Because he got a funny accent.
Yeah,
funny accent.
He's British.
I don't know if he was Scottish or what.
Remember in that terrible movie, Shoot 'Em Up?
That was a good movie. I like that movie. I like that movie.
So OC.
What's the one with Jamie Foxx was good. That's like one of his best ones.
Did y'all watch Fatherhood, Kevin Hart?
No, not yet.
I watched like the first 15 minutes when like the
it was a good movie, man.
Me and my son was watching that shit, and then the wife died. I was like, why are we watching this shit?
Yeah, I hear you.
It was a good movie.
Did y'all watch the whole thing?
Nope.
Yeah. That's what my pops was watching that shit too. He said the same thing. He was like, that's a little dark. He's like, I didn't think it was going to be what it was.
Like off break,
yeah,
off break.
He tried to support everything Philly. That nigga was so mad on Father's Day when the Sixers lost, though. Oh my god! I'm like, y'all couldn't come through on Father's Day, man. Damn.
Chaz asking top 3 comedians.
Dave, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
And
I knew you were gonna say that. Got you.
I would say that third one is like so interchangeable because like nobody's consistent.
Not anymore.
Nobody's consistent.
Chappelle consistently drops.
Dave, Richard Pryor, and I don't know, a personal favorite of mine. I would say Mike Epps. Yes.
Yeah, Mike Epps definitely. I was good. I got a couple too. Mike Epps is definitely in mine. He probably like number 3 for me, or he probably like number 2. Patrice O'Neal. He passed away.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, and Corey Holcomb.
I knew you were gonna say Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb.
Because he's so dirty. He's so dirty. Yeah, but he's funny. He's so funny.
That should be hard to watch though, like with a female.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I suggest don't ever do that because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Right.
He was on that Tariq Nasheed joint, the buck breaking joint. He was on that joint.
You be like,
there's
a lot of good comedians out there.
It is. It is.
It's just they don't like. Sometimes they like.
Y'all left out my man though.
What's your
Paul
three?
Mooney.
Yeah, put them in your
Paul
three.
Mooney who just passed. Paul Mooney who just passed.
As a
Oh
stand-up,
yeah,
Yes.
but his
Yes.
legends
I ain't
straight
got
up
Cause he be
talks.
because
His
he
shits
be
be TED
dropping
talks, man.
knowledge.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
got TED
saying?
talks.
That's why I fuck with him. That's why I fuck with him. He be dropping knowledge. I fuck with everybody who y'all name, but I gotta throw Paul Mooney in that jump. Got to,
Man,
got to,
Paul Mooney in there.
got to.
Paul
All right,
Mooney
so
in there. He talking shit.
finishing off with some. This was I don't know who brought this topic up. But finishing off with this entertainment type shit. During Tupac's 50th birthday, Jada Pinkett released like a unreleased poem written to her. What do y'all?
I did see that too.
Oh,
Why is it so like?
she saved that.
Yeah.
She saved that.
For
This in
for
that
years
box.
and
This in the
years.
shoebox. This in the shoebox, baby.
That's like saving a note from high school from a chick and
You got any of
reading
those?
that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a
You do?
reminder and shit.
My wife threw them Jones away.
Oh, I don't have none. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, how would your wife feel about seeing some shit from what I mean, generations before or whenever you was in this period of time? That's how I kind of felt about it. I'm like, damn, she bringing up shit because I feel like Tupac really loved her too, dog. Like this wasn't no like quick little friendship. I think he was kind of like not infatuated, but like you know how when you really feel
He was
somebody,
in the
you
friend
expressing that
zone.
shit. Yeah, I think he was. He probably was friends though. I don't know.
He was in the
That's what turned
friend
him into a
zone.
killer. That's what turned him into a killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was in the
but
friend zone.
You got
I don't
strong
know
after
because
this?
what's crazy is Will Smith has spoken to that before, like how he was kind of like I almost like insecure. You know, when he first met Tupac and shit, because that was just somebody that was headstrong, knew themselves, everything else. So that's why I was like, damn, that's kind of awkward for you to be reading it. I know it's a birthday and everything else,
Why
but
it looks so new though? It don't look like that's been like
yeah, like a freshly wrote. I said that too.
Yeah.
There's no scratch marks or anything in that shit.
Even
Like,
the paper is not like where she
yeah,
had this shit.
exactly. Just stored
She
for
only like
20 something.
she like
Yeah,
every time she pulled it out, she like put on like white satin gloves and like pulled it out.
that shit was in the case. You're right though. I do think I think it's dope the exclusiveness of it, but I'm just like,
She put that
that's
shit
how
on the Da Vinci Code with the white gloves on.
Right.
that's how. What was her shit? Her entrapments. What she call that shit?
Entanglements.
Entanglements,
I
buddy.
see now. Like, damn, girl.
Entanglements.
Yeah, you just.
So is so you saying Jada is pretty much the female equivalent of Future?
I don't think she got niggas like that, but yeah, she throw you away when she done. You seen August Alsina? That nigga still ain't right.
Yeah, he was a little goofy.
He lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
That's that old school man. That cougar. She put it on that motherfucker. It's too much. Like he even said that like mentally, I was just stimulated beyond. I'm like, yeah, you working with mom ass little That's a grown woman.
Yep. That's in shape.
Yeah.
You know they only
young ass out of here.
They get in their prime when they like 40.
OGs and shit. Yeah, she been around OGs, all that. Tupac, Eazy-E, like all types of heads. Like,
hold up.
Shit, Will Smith an OG.
I don't want to come in after that.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's just hard. That's hard to follow up, bro. That's hard to follow up. You better be on it.
But yeah,
but like I said, I think it was cool she gave something to the people, but I don't know what their relationship is behind the scenes, man. I don't know how they like interact with each other. So I'm sure it was okay if she posted that shit on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that should be clout chasing too sometimes. Like, why are you all of a sudden you want to like bring that out? And
because it's the 50th. Like, why wait for the 50th and you bringing this out? That's what I'm saying. Look a little, I don't know. Look a little fishy. Not saying it's fabricated, but why now?
Yeah, she ain't been in the headlines like that. I just feel like it's always something like when shit like this happens, it's got to be boosting.
She still got that show. She still got that show.
Yeah, the Red Table Talk. Her Will Smith and Kevin Hart just did a Father's Day edition of that shit.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't see that joint yet.
That shit was crazy too.
I gotta see that.
About like how like when he cheated, like the conversation he had to have with his daughter, And like, yeah, just crazy shit. I was
Just
actually
seen a
like,
little
damn.
snippet.
Yeah.
I think his daughter pulled him up or whatever.
Yeah, she was cutting his ass up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize kids be seeing all that shit. Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
It's
ain't
crazy.
nothing I gotta worry about. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah,
This
man.
has been episode 61 of the Flight Room Podcast. This is Flight Room TV. We got a fifth quarter show, talk about sports. Flight Room Podcast, we talk about anything under the sun. We bring on people that's doing big things in DMV. We had everything from tarot reader to motivational speaker. Shout out to Chaz Dell. But yeah, this Flight Room Podcast. Link up with us with the Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Facebook, Google Podcasts. I say iHeartRadio. You got TikTok coming soon. We're going to post a lot of our conspiracy theories on there. If you're into
Clubhouse coming.
If you're into conspiracy theories, also check out our overtime thing. And then next week we're probably going to dive deep into the whole UFO disclosure that should be releasing June 30th, the end of the month. We might do a whole joint podcast with a whole conspiracy podcast, like a joint podcast. So yeah, stay tuned. Y'all feel like doing overtime tonight, fellas?
I'm with it.
Yeah, so yeah, follow us over the overtime. Same channel. Stay, be easy, people.
Yep.
Uh-huh.